I'm Ashley McCray for BMA Networks. Thank you so much for joining us for this Week in Review news update. Here's a look at your news headlines. While the Minnesota stay-home order is extended until May 4th, Governor Tim Walz has issued a new executive order that expands allowable outdoor recreational activities to include golfing, boating, fishing, hunting, and hiking. Citizens are asked to adhere to social distancing practices. Minnesota has joined other Midwest states to coordinate a reopen plan for the economy. To prepare for a safe transition, Governor Walz and representatives of the state's healthcare delivery systems, the Mayo Clinic, and the University of Minnesota announced a breakthrough for rapid, widespread testing in Minnesota. The plan, supported by the Minnesota Department of Health, calls for building capacity to test as many as 20,000 Minnesotans per day. This increased testing and tracing will help improve control of this pandemic and support safe reopening of society. Governor Walz announced his decision to allow certain non-critical businesses to safely return to work. Developed in partnerships with hundreds of businesses, labor and worker organizations, and public health experts, this action will allow 80,000 to 100,000 Minnesotans to return to work in industrial, manufacturing, and office settings on Monday, April 27th. The governor extended distance learning through the end of the school year. Distance learning has created new challenges for all of us, but especially students of color, Native Americans, students in Greater Minnesota, students with disabilities, and low-income families, among others. The state will continue to pursue opportunities to expand technology for students, provide guidance for educators on how to best connect with students, and support families. As COVID-19 continues to create hardships for families, a new food emergency resources page is available to help. Visit mn.gov/DHS/food-emergency/ to access information. Food help is also available through the Minnesota Food Helpline. That number, 888-711-1151 or mnfoodhelpline.org. In support of local restaurants and bars, Governor Walz signed a new bill passed in the House. Bars and restaurants will now be able to sell an unopened 6-pack of beer, cider, hard seltzer, or a bottle of wine with takeout food orders. In St. Paul, Mayor Melvin Carter Jr. announced the closure of the southbound lane of Mississippi River Boulevard to allow for more social distancing for pedestrians and bicyclists. Mississippi River Boulevard and East River Road will now only allow northbound vehicle traffic from Ford Parkway to Franklin Avenue. Finally, to help prevent the disparities in communities of color, a collective of African American organizations and leaders have joined together to form the NORTHSIDE Community Response Team 2020. The group will identify immediate, mid, and long-term strategies to respond to the COVID-19 crisis. The team consists of faith-based education and training institutions, as well as businesses and civic leaders to help ensure economic vitality in the communities during the crisis. KMOJ Radio, the Minnesota Spokesman Recorder, and your very own Channel 937 BMA Cable Networks will support the team's efforts by providing exclusive coverage and connecting the community to resources and other information. This past month, we've had the pleasure of closing with impromptu concerts to help lift our spirits. This week, we introduce you to bassist Johannes Tona, performing the smash hit from Stokely Williams titled She. Enjoy. so much for joining us for this Week in Review news update. Keep it locked right here on BMA Networks, channel 937 on Comcast Xfinity systems for the best music 24/7.